This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Ducks will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They want to run it left here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Here's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions or force 4th downs.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fourth down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A first down run in the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Walton. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing more. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 39, set to kick it away.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Got a man. It's Walton.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. To the air. It's Carr. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down, now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Here comes the heat. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Carr to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Pressure coming. Right on target this time. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give him some...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Motion from the wideout. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it on the outside. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players, physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore. This one's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Carr makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walton. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains in there. up at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Play action, Carr. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point was good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines.
Here we go, ready. Shift.
Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Davison.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Davison. There's a little room there. Nice pickup on that one. Makes up for some of the lost yardage, but they are still facing a 3rd down here late in the half.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throwing, Carr. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Bulldogs with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers now. Obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll go play action with Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Maybe some room here. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing more. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Moore, play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21.
35, Oregon, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And, man, he puts the ball in harm's way again. He's already thrown an interception on the first drive. Like, this quarterback, he's got to get settled in, make sure he doesn't make these mistakes, get this offense in a rhythm.
He wants to change this route. Moore with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Moore. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got a man. It's Hill. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Moore. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dante Moore. He's got him in the flat. And that one did not work.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. At midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Play fake. Carr on the move to his left. Finds his big tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down.
Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 25 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Carr. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Inside the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
C.J. Carr firing again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The run inside. It's Hill.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Throwing more. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line. Move the chains.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Moore to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Slide. Hey, move. Go.
Back to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Good enough for a
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Walton. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly